I sit down with Hala Giady. She's a young entrepreneur from Egypt. She was a lawyer before and she just transitioned to this new adventure. And I'm super happy to have this discussion because if you're starting your business, you gotta hear this conversation. Here is the talk. Hi, Hala. How are you doing?
Hi, Fatima. How are you? Thank you so much for today's invitation.
No,
It's
my
always nice
pleasure.
to talk to you.
It's my pleasure. I'm just going to change, okay, how we appear. So, yes, people can see your beauty better. Full screen. So I'm super
Thank
excited to talk to you again. It's been a week that I haven't heard from you, but yeah, I'm really happy that you're here and that you said yes to have this conversation.
I cannot say no to you anytime.
You're too kind. You're too kind. So, Hala, so this is the Empowered Muslim Women show where I sit down with other, Muslim business women and other Muslim athletes, women also to just, share struggles, lesson learned, and anything that can inspire us or give us a nugget to improve ourselves as Muslim women. And I know that your story, I think, will resonate with a lot of women today. Give me some nuggets about yourself. Like, give us a context of who is Hala.
Okay. Who is Hala? Okay, you mean about my characteristics or what did I do in my life?
Whatever you want to share about yourself.
Okay, so I am a legal person. Like I have a legal background. I did my master's in comparative business law in Germany, and I worked there for a couple years. And then I came back here just for a temporary period of time, hopefully, and then I will travel again somewhere else, which I don't know now. But yeah. And yeah, lately in August I joined Fit Fun Life, and suddenly I found myself managing and founding co-founder of a company. So super excited, super new, super unexpected, but I'm enjoying it.
Mm,
So
yeah,
that's the
so I love that. So just for people, so you are in Egypt right now, and you've been to Germany, and I met you also this summer, and then you arrived in FitFun. It's in one of the company that I co-founded, and now I gave you the key fully to go with it and take it. um Something that really struck me when I met you, first of all, was your energy and your ability to just dive in into something new and learn and do a good job. So I felt like, this was something really rare that I came across in my life. So yeah, it was an amazing experience meeting you. That
thank you so much.
So, as you said, you just started, being an entrepreneur, going from a lawyer to an entrepreneur. I would love to hear from you, like, what were like your top three struggles that you had as a Muslim businesswoman doing that?
Oh, okay. So the top three struggles that well, I will be honest with you. I never expected that I will work in a business area or be a co-founder or even managing a company, because my plan was that okay, I want to work in a law firm and I want to gain some experience, and then I go back to somewhere to take some courses, a diploma again in Europe, and then stay there.
Mm.
So that was my focus. But yeah, sometimes life brings some instance, let's say, and then suddenly Matthew texted me and I was like in northern coast. Hello, what are you doing? I'm sitting in front of the sea, and then he sent me the magazine. So the struggles that I faced, first the surprise,
Mm.
because I was not prepared to. I mean, not me as skills, but me as emotionally or mentally prepared to dive in something new.
Mm,
And especially in now, because I quit my job here in June, and then I joined Fit Fun Life in August. And to join a startup, no money, no income, you're just putting in money. And I really like to be a part of this. And I think the struggle also to have the belief, like to
mm,
believe that this is going um to work and believe in it and have it done. Whatever happened, you started, so you need this to be done because you consume time, energy, you believed in it. Of course, a part of the money, but still, I would be sad, or I'm not feeling okay when I consume too much energy and effort in
mm,
something,
mm,
and then it goes. So it was a hard decision, but then I said, okay, maybe this is your fate, maybe this is good for you and you like it. um so it was really the surprise, and to have the belief that this is going to be done. Also the struggle is that to be open to learn everything and anything, because when you're a co-founder, you just like juggling, many balls, as Mateo says. So I entered a community representative, and then lawyer, and then marketing, and then designing the website, and and then doing a lot of things.
yeah.
So like I'm almost everything. So I think also the third struggle is that to have this open mind
Mm,
and open, I don't know how it's called, but like to be able to accept everything, and to have the patience and the ability to learn,
mm,
and to do everything and anything, because I also experience, like, when you're an employee, it's totally different than you're a co-founder, because when you're an employee, you just do the thing and it's fine. It's not your company. But when you are, when you're owning a company, you're just like, you're not acting as an employee. You're just really want this to be done, running after everyone, checking that everything is done. So it's I wouldn't say it's more stressful, because it depends. Also, when I was an employee, it
mm,
also it was very stressful, more than that, because of the company, the environment, the people. But I would say it's more responsibilities,
mm.
um thinking a lot, like while you're walking, going to bed, I don't know, eating, like any free time, all that,
Yeah.
you're thinking how things going to be done. So I think it's so to sum up, it's just like the responsibility, being open-minded, and yeah. So the
Mm,
surprise to just act cool and try to say, okay, let's go to this direction, and
right.
to accept it. Yeah.
So from your actions, and I love what you said, your top three struggles, to just first of all, the surprise of like, oh my gosh, that's a big
Happening.
change. That's a big change. Like I'm in a new world, time to act. And you were
Yeah.
like very proactive. And I felt that you adapted to the new role very fast. So I think that's a big skill to have. You were very, very proactive and showing results, early on. And I didn't know that you were thinking about it, because we never discussed that. So I was just like, hey, we have a new co-founder. I was like, yes, okay. Nice to meet you. Welcome to this crazy journey. And I love that you said also, the responsibility, because it's not, when we are an employee, we kind of passive because, it's not our business. We have our, salary at the end of the month. We have our task. We do that, and that's it.
Right.
Um, when you're an entrepreneur, like you are, almost like having a baby. So you can't like let your baby to someone else and take care of it.
And
It's
to
like,
keep. you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah. So
sleeping, you're not sleeping.
exactly. So you got to do this. And the overthinking is always happening of like, okay, how can I make it this work? Because you said, it's really important to finish that, whether it's a success or not. But I truly believe that, if I just give all in and make it work, I know that in the long term, I will see results.
Yeah,
And I think that's a
exactly.
great reminder for everybody, especially at the start. And that's why I thought that this, conversation was so valuable, because you're really at the start. And many people, like, they go through these struggles, but they don't understand it, because, as I always say, we have the before and after picture, but we
Yeah.
don't have what's in between, like the process. And this is the most important one, right? This is where we have, sweat, tears, highs, lows, all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that is really, really, really good. um any big lesson that you've learned so far, getting into this, entrepreneurial journey?
Um, a lot. I mean, I wouldn't say a big one lesson, maybe many lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So, to yeah, I never had a big team, so it was really I hope that I'm doing it so far good and everyone loves me. So it's always a challenge, and to meet this balance between being trying to be nice, not pushy, and to have things done, because you always want things to be done and you want to be nice.
Mm,
So it's always like a challenge. And my problem also, or not a problem, but I am a people person, so I love people so much, and I can act with people as if like they're dear to my heart, sending emojis, loves,
mm.
hearts, kisses. So even so,
Yeah, that's true. I validate that. I
I don't like to be very formal.
Mm,
I think, okay, maybe when during my experience in Germany or in other companies, of course I was not sending my colleagues this stuff, but
mm,
I am trying to be like that in the company, because I think we want to build a people company, and and this is the source, and
mm,
to really treat each other as we want to be treated. It's
mm,
going to be a really good thing. So also the thing that I want to tell you, that I cannot act like I'm a manager, or no, I don't have this. Okay, I want things to be done, but at the same time, I'm losing to be a bit bossy.
mm.
No, I'm really people person, sending hearts, thank you, because that's who I am, and
Right.
so I cannot change it. Rather, this is a professional or not professional,
Mm,
but since things are done, people loves you and you love people, and things is good. I don't think it's a problem, but
mm. Yeah.
yeah, so it's I think it's always the balance to be and I don't like to be a boss. Actually, I want to be a leader
Yeah.
more, because sometimes it's totally new for me to lead, and at the same time to stop my passion to to be super nice. So I'm trying to find this in between point to
Right.
make a balance, to
Yeah.
have things done, and at the same time to be very nice and cute, and
Mm.
not to miss the target. So
Yeah, yeah. You brought up a very interesting point about the boss position when you're working with a team. So, when you're by yourself, like I am now, right? It's you're your own boss. So you're only, worrying about yourself. So, but the moment that you get people, and this is again something that you did so well when you came into FitFun, the moment you have people, well, it's something else. So how are you going to be reacting? And I love that you brought, the difference between a boss and a leader, and I want to know more. Like, what do you mean that there is a difference between boss and leader, if there is a difference, how does it look like for you?
Uh, well, I would say from my point of view, a boss is that he's bossy or she's bossy. Like she or he understands, like, okay, I'm right, and if anything done, he did it. He wants the team follow him. He's not sharing opinions. He's not accepting feedback. He's not acting humble and friendly with his team. So that means he's very bossy. But a leader, it's like a friend and a head of the team as well. So team feels that he is or she is, like, this person is their friend. He's accepting feedback. He is encouraging us or she's encouraging them, and hearing feedbacks, trying to be close to them personally and also on professional level. So that's a leader, and not pushy, not turning them down if something happened bad, trying to motivate them. But a boss is, it's totally different. Like, always negative feedback. When things done, he's not appreciating that this is the team's work. um it's a lot of difference. It's like, really, when I say this is bossy, so it's the meaning of bossy
Mm.
and meaning of leading someone to know how to be nice, to know how to be friendly at the same time, to lead that person.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, you put a clear difference, and boss being more negative than a leader. So, and as you said, you're a people person, so you need that, closeness with people. But still, having results is important because you're running a business. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I love that you're just clarifying that for people and saying you need to have these boundaries, but it doesn't stop you for, if it's your personality, to just be yourself and be kind, and loving, as you said. um Taking into account your personal experience, I want to go back to you personally. If you go back in time, for example, 5 years ago, and you meet yourself, from 5 years ago, what would be one advice that you would give yourself?
Oh, a lot.
Let's say one. So think about it.
I have to. It's a lot. I think I would stop. Well, I wouldn't say I'm regretting to study law. I really enjoy being a lawyer, but if I had the chance to, that means that I'm fine and I love doing law. But you said if things were back
Mm,
again,
mm,
I think I would choose to study business more than law, because it's really challenging to develop in my career, and it's always not enough.
mm,
And it's like being a doctor, it's always not enough, and always recommends a lot of things, and you cannot find an easy job in every country that you want because of the language, because of the
mm,
law system or law jurisdiction of that
mm,
similar uh, country. So I think I would have reconsidered studying law, and I would have studied actually business psychology,
mm,
but yeah, it's always like when you choose the medicine or legal stuff, it's a challenge to find a job in anywhere as you want.
mm,
And yeah, when I see myself now, it ended up that I'm a businesswoman. So
right.
regardless that I'm doing the legal part of the company, which is really helping us so much, but
Yes.
I could have acquired that lately with a master's or something. I didn't have to study years of laws and big
Mm,
books, and at the end I'm just using small part of what I have studied. So
yeah, yeah. Um, would you say that you found a new passion into like being a businesswoman now?
uh I wouldn't. I think it's all like our phases, new phases. It's a new passion. It depends how you are reacting towards these. So every phase in my life is a new passion, new journey, new challenge. And you know me, I'm a challenger. So I like to fight. And if life is stable, I feel as if I'm dead. And I feel very bored and I get depression. So I need
Mm.
something a lot to annoy me, to fight, to see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know me.
Okay.
So it's a new it's a new nice life because I'm being relaxed. I'm
Mm.
not I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I'm a kind of person that I don't like to do something all the time, like working in a company and have this task done, all the time, it's the same thing. But
Yeah.
I like to move from one task to different tasks, sales, marketing, designing, and then going back to law. I found myself that I am more focused and I'm more productive when I change, how can I say, when I change the rhythm, or not the type of the tasks that I'm doing.
Mm.
When I have different things on my table, I can focus more than having one task, doing it all the time, because I realize that I'm not more doing it more
Mm.
efficiently, more than,
Okay.
yeah, just like, having different stuff. Because I think I'm getting bored easily, not always, it depends on the things, but when it comes to work, and
Mm.
when I have something that I have to do all the time every day, my brain stops thinking and I feel myself stupid, and then it's like I am a machine, and then
Yeah.
I can make mistakes. But when I have different things, my brain still works.
Yeah, it sounds like you value learning, as one of your big value, because as you said, I get excited by learning new stuff, and the fact that you haven't shown resistance and you shown on the opposite, just an openness to, wow, that's a new, industry, and it's health and it's wellness and it's a new job. So I got to learn all of that. And instead of like feeling overwhelmed or like down by it, actually you felt excited and you just went there and did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. And also, I just want to add something, because when you are working in your private, not in private, but when you're working in a company, or in a place that you're employee, sometimes you really, like, some people doesn't have time for themselves, and they're getting stressed because of the team, because of their boss, because of their manager, whatever, and they totally not focusing on this part of
Mm.
being health and wellness. So I really like what I'm doing also, because it helps me to, okay, I'm doing my work and I'm doing my job, and I think all the team also feels that. But at the same time, because it's part of our company, this activity, so at the same time, we're really paying attention to have everyone happy, healthy, being satisfied with everything. And this is not how can I say, it's not random, it's not normal in every company, in every
Yeah.
workplace, to have, even if they are signing contracts with wellness and health companies, and the HR all the time sending emails, etc. But the rhythm of the life being stressful all the time, the employees don't pay to this aspect, or to read these articles.
Yeah.
So I think part of being a co-founder at a wellness and mindset, a company, it helps me to focus more on myself, giving myself time. Because when the leaders of the company believes that this is important, then the employees will be happy. Because if we're not believing that this is important, then it will be like any other company. So I think it's also a good chance. for me
Mm,
to be focused on this area.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, you really sound like you just, found it yourself again, and like you're really about self-care
Yeah,
and walking the talk and talking the walk. It was really important for us, and I'm happy that you have also these values, and we clearly communicate them to the team. I mean, you do now communicate it to the team. So that, yeah, that's super. It's really nice. So being in a company that is aligned, or like creating a company that is aligned with your own values and really acting on them, it makes a big difference. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, because I had different experiences when I was working, and but that was in Egypt, honestly, not here. And I
Mm,
was telling my manager, okay, I'm leaving because I'm going to the gym, and he's like, no, you're going home and you're going to keep working. I was like, no, it's my time, it's
yeah,
my life. I need
mm,
to be healthy. So it's really you feel really pity and negative to find this kind of experiences or to
yeah,
experience this kind of situations. So that's why I'm really hella thankful and I'm happy to be a part of this because finally I found out like okay, like I will be with the people who finally find that this is normal to have time for yourself.
right, right, yeah. I mean, the environment is, I always say, it's one third of your success. It's so important to get yourself, and it's unfortunate that, most of the time you have to create this environment. You, if you don't find it around you, you have to create it for yourself. And it sounds like, you did it, and it truly, truly make also a big difference in your well-being and in your success, 100%.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Nice. We are coming to the end of this amazing conversation, but it's just one conversation. Okay. So usually my last question is to ask you, is there any question that I haven't asked you that you want me to ask?
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm,
uh, Yeah, maybe you can ask me how it is a challenge to be in an Eastern country and to travel alone to do all of this and what problems because I think it's important and most
mm.
of the Muslim women ladies who are living in Arab countries are facing this. Yeah, I think this is a question that
Okay.
you
So
missed it.
what would you say about it?
I would say it was not easy, and especially if you are in a culture like here, because people think that, oh, how the hell you're going to travel alone and you're a lady and you're a woman alone without a man, without getting married, without your brother, without your father, without.
Mm,
So it's a pity, and I'm really sad that until now people are still saying the same. Sometimes these words are affecting, your your parents' point of view, even if they were supportive. But when they hear people telling them, "Oh, how you're going to let her travel alone? How you're going to let her live alone?" They're starting to push you also in a negative way, like, "No, it's hard." So I think this is an important topic, and I think like we need to focus on it because it really doesn't make sense that I am a lady and I'm traveling and I'm going to be weak or I am not going to be able to take care of myself because I think women now, not, I mean, I'm not generalizing, I'm just saying like women are there are many women stronger than men and they can be control themselves more than men and they can be really good people and very successful. So I wouldn't say it's about gender, it's about personality and what you want to do is going to be done.
mm.
So this is really a good topic. Maybe you can
Yeah, I
talk
think we
about
can
it,
we yeah, we can
in a
talk about it
in
yeah, in another conversation because it's really important on like how do you overcome all of these um, cultural stigma or ideas, um, especially if they come from people that are close to you, and we need all the support that we can because it's definitely harder. So, and if you have people pulling you down, yeah, so it makes things not easy. But it's true that we gotta, I know that this topic is really important for you, so you gotta definitely come back and like talk about it, okay?
It's important because I think that many women are facing it. Even on Facebook, when I scroll down, hearing the stories, like really many women here are facing this, as you say, culture stigma that you're a lady and you're not allowed to do one, two, three. And I'm very super surprised that we are 2021 and still there's some mentalities like that.
Mm, mm,
Uh, yeah, so I think it's going to be very important also for a start, like to be a businesswoman also. It's not easy to travel to do your masters and come back, or
yeah.
even to do to do your business abroad and you're from a culture like this. It's a lot.
Mm, mm. Well, that's you're teasing the next episode with Hala. Yeah, I think that's a great topic for us. And again, it's all about inspiring and giving us lessons, giving us knowledge to improve ourselves. Because at the end of the day, this is the only thing that we can do. How can we improve ourselves? And it's part of our iman, our deen, also to do that. So I'm really happy um, to had you today with me in this conversation.
Thank you so much, and thank you really for asking me to join you. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you so much, Hala. Take care.
Thank you, Fatima.
Bye.
Bye.
Here we are. Thank you for watching another episode of the Empowered Muslim Woman Show. And if you found value, subscribe, like, and share this video with another Muslim woman that needs to hear this message. To the next video, get focused, get clarity, and get started to live your best life. And you can start right away by checking out this video about self-confidence, where I coach you to boost your self-confidence on a daily basis. Bye.